Our next reader is Sheila Lynch.
My name is Sheila Lynch Bentinen. I live in Duxbury, and I'm a member of the Duxbury Poetry Circle. And I'm going to read one short haiku, two short stories, thank you stories, and a poem. The first haiku is about this morning. I wrote it this morning. Gorgeous red sunrise, wildfires in Canada, Beauty and the Beast. And the second is a thank you story. I don't know if you know, but Katie Thayer and Michelle Manwire own Uva Wine Bar, and they live in Duxbury. And Katie has a son, Austin, who just turned 21. I have a daughter, Molly, who's at the bar and thoroughly embarrassed by her mother. And she just turned 21. And Michelle has a daughter, Olivia, who just turned 21. And all three of them grew up together. So I know a lot about their families just because of ballet, theater, since they were two. So this is my thank you story to Michelle, who's not working tonight, but hopefully she'll see this on tape. Michelle bought 3 tickets to Taylor Swift at Gillette in 2015 before you needed to rob a bank to go see Taylor Swift at Gillette. And she asked her daughter Olivia, who's the third person? She said, Molly, my daughter. So Molly came home, Mommy, I'm going to Taylor Swift. She was 15. She was beyond thrilled. And a month passed, and Michelle, Olivia came to our door, and Olivia was dressed as a Swiftie, if you know what that means, pink and this and that and that. Her mother, Michelle, was dressed as a Swiftie. Molly was dressed as a Swiftie, and off they drove to Gillette Stadium. And I was so happy that Molly got to see Taylor Swift. All night, I got text messages. Mommy, she's playing this song. And she would send me a little video. And there was a new singer, Shawn Mendes, who's now popular, who's the opening act. Mommy, have you ever heard of Shawn Mendes? He's so cute. And she played a little video of him singing. And then Michelle dropped them off, about midnight it was. So this was 8 years ago, and it was such a memorable night for me and my daughter, and I wanted to thank Michelle, who's not here tonight. My second thank you story is for Katie Thayer, who might be standing right there by the wine bar. So Katie's son, she has another son who's older, but her son Austin, who's 21, grew up since age 2 with my daughter Molly. And I have many, many stories, so many stories, but the one I remember most is Austin wanted to go look at colleges, and he wanted to look at Roger Williams in Rhode Island. He called or texted Molly, do you want to come with me so we can have fun while my mother drives us to Roger Williams? And I had already taken my daughter to Boston University, Syria's chemistry program, and she was highly on the fence about that program. And we went to other colleges. But she came back from Katie Thayer's road trip to Roger Williams and said, Mom, that's where I'm going. And Katie had spent all day showing Austin, who also ended up at Roger Williams. And when we went again later, I said, what finally convinced you about Roger Williams? Well, Katie's road trip and cute boys and good food. So my daughter, who now I've thoroughly embarrassed at the bar, is graduating in chemistry next year because of Katie's road trip. So that's my thank you to Katie.
There was talk of them being roommates, but I was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know as freshmen if that would have happened.
Not a lot.
So Katie and Michelle were in the Caribbean, Grand Cayman as friends. And they went to a self-pour wine bar, and they had a few glasses. And they said, we could do this in Plymouth. And that's how this bar was born. And there's many other stories about Katie and Michelle that I won't talk about. But, but this poem is called Uva Wine Bar. Uva Wine Bar grew out of a dream. Two women in the Caribbean hatching a business scheme. I know Katie, I know Michelle. I know some of their heavens, I know some of their hell. Bonding as women do over wine, they learn to work through pain and how to make a day's sunshine. I watched all their children grow. They grew up with my daughter. Now the kids are adultish and they glow. I do not know the difference between a Cabernet and a Sauvignon Blanc, but people at tables drinking wine you can take to the bank. So lift a glass to these two. You drink wine here tonight because of their friendship that grew.